Suppose I wanted to multiply column A by a constant value in column B. So in this case I want to multiply all the numbers in column A by the value B1. I'm just going to edit my equation so that I say A1 times 50, or B1. There I get 50 over there. How would I do this? By dragging down to get the same effect where I multiply each number in column A by this constant number 50. The one way I could do it is to just drag down all of the numbers in column B so that I repeat 50 for each row, and then in my D column I just drag down. So we've already done this in the previous video, and all it's done is it's multiplied the values in column A and column B for that row. So A40 times B40 gives me the value in D40. So that's one way of doing it. There's another way in Excel that we can do that without having to repeat all of these numbers 49 times. We can use this idea of locking cells. So what I mean by locking is that I lock a cell so that when I drag it down, I don't take another cell down with me when I drag it. So in this case, because I don't have any numbers for any rows after row 2 and so on, the equation doesn't really make sense, because I'm trying to, in say row 21, I'm trying to multiply 21 by the value in cell B21. There's nothing in cell B21, so Excel assumes that's 0, and then I get the wrong answer. So instead what I need to do is I need to lock the cell so that when I drag down my equations, that value for the cell that I'm trying to multiply stays constant. So in this case we want to multiply all of our numbers by this constant number 50, which happens to be in cell B1. So the way that we do that is we lock it by using the $sign. So the $sign tells Excel to lock either a row or a column, or both a row and a column, so that when I drag my calculations down, that cell does not go with it. It doesn't get dragged down as well. So in this case I want to lock cell B. I want to lock column B so that I can't drag it between horizontally. I can't drag it to A or C or E or so on. I want to lock it horizontally, and then I also want to lock it vertically. So I want to lock it so that it can't move past row 1. So this $B means lock the cell to column B only, and then $1 indicates that lock it so that when I drag down, it stays within column 1. So now I've made another type of calculation where I multiply in my first row A1 by B1. If I drag this down 1, then this number changes now. It's now cell A2 times B1. If I do this again, I get cell A3 times B1. So what I've done is I've locked the value of, I've locked the cell so that when I drag down, cell B1 doesn't change, and I keep multiplying the row A, or the value of A in a certain row, with a constant value in cell B1. So now if I drag down, I get the desired effect I want. So in this bottom cell, I'm multiplying A40 also by B1. I'm multiplying it by B1 because I've locked that cell. And the way that I designate a locked cell is with the $sign.